Welcome back to another episode of Boss Talk Tuesdays with me, your favorite transformation coach, Angela Motivates. Well, I want to say thank you because you guys have really shown out by watching my episodes and giving me positive feedback and commenting. And I want to say that really makes me happy that you guys are enjoying it just as much as I'm enjoying showing up every week with some tips and some insight on how you can break free from your limiting beliefs. So before I get started with today's episode, I do want to congratulate my 3 winners. Yes, my 3 winners from last week's episode. I did say that I would pick 3 people to bless with a complimentary session with me as a result of sharing the video. So those 3 winners are, drum roll please, Chantel Gathan James, congratulations. Joyce Rogers, congratulations. And the last person is Mrs. Yvette Smith. So I will send you guys the link in your inbox so that you can schedule a session with me. All right, so enough about that. When you come on, you know what to do. Put your name in the comment section. Spread some love by sharing the video. And also, if you're joining me on replay, just put #replay. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about why it's important to choose the right friends for your mental health. Okay, and what I want to do is I really want to focus on those relationships that have the ability to put you in limiting beliefs. And believe it or not, some friendships have that capability, and they're not always good for us. And so I want to talk to you guys today about how to recognize if you are in those types of relationships. Oh, but I just remembered, I do need to clarify something that I mentioned on my last video, because one of the viewers wanted a little bit more clarification on when I said to lower your expectations of people. They wanted to know if I meant all people. And no, I do not mean all people. I only mean the people that have the potential to put you in a negative space. So with those people, you want to lower your expectations so that you don't have any expectations, to put yourself in a position where they have the ability to hurt you. So I hope that makes sense. If the person is actually being a good friend, and if they are actually, it's not a give, take relationship, like you both are equally giving and taking, then you don't have to lower your expectations. Only for the people who have the potential to move you into a negative space. Okay, so everything we talk about here on Boss Talk Tuesdays will be dealing with the potential to put you in a negative, limited belief. We want to eliminate that at all costs, okay? Oh, also shout out to Tavia Whitlowe over at For Beauty's Sake for the makeup, okay? So I definitely wanted to shout her out, and I will put her information also in the post, okay? All right, so first things first, when it comes to friendships, some of us, we tend to hang on to negative relationships longer than we have to because of the time we've invested in the relationship. But I'm here to tell you, if you are trying to move yourself into a more positive thought pattern and a more positive lifestyle, then some of those relationships are gonna have to be cut off. So if you're trying to develop personally, if you're trying to move into a personal development space that's more conducive to growth and healthier thought patterns, then you definitely don't want to hang around someone who has poor personal development, because what will happen is that person will continue to enable you to move about in that negative personal development space, which means that they'll always introduce you to more opportunities of poor personal development. So that's why you do not want to be in a relationship that is going to continue to enable you on that negative personal development pattern or path. So you definitely want to reevaluate that relationship. The next thing is, if you're trying to move into a better career space, you don't want to hang around someone who has no goals and who has no aspirations. And they don't really appreciate their career space that they're in, because guess what? All they're going to do is they're going to talk to you about their poor career development, and they're going to help to solidify you and yours. And so you don't want that either. You want to make sure that you are hanging around people who are growing professionally. So the third thing is if you want to move in a better space with your relationships, you don't want to be with a friend who is not good with building relationships, because guess what? All they're going to do is talk to you about why you shouldn't be hanging with your new, more positive friend. They want to keep you where they are because misery loves company and it keeps us comfortable. So you definitely want to break away from that type of relationship. So on the flip side of that, if you are trying to develop professionally, excuse me, if you're trying to develop in your personal development, you want to hang around somebody who has conquered it, who has actually been there and done that and got a t-shirt, and they're actually moving in a more positive direction in this space, because they're going to be, number one, they're going to be empathetic, they're going to be supportive of you in your new development, they're going to encourage you along the way, because once you start to try and change your thought processes from a negative thought process to a more positive process, guys, it's going to feel unnatural. It's going to feel like you're forcing, because you're not used to thinking this way. So you have to give yourself some time and patience. Also, if you are trying to move into your purpose, or you're trying to develop in your career choices, you want to actually meet someone who can educate you in this area, who can help to cheer you on, because entrepreneurship is filled with a lot of bumps and bruises. It's not an easy thing. It's like you're really falling off that cliff, and you're actually going to be scraping yourself along the way. And you need someone who can say, you know what? I've been there, done that. Just keep going. These are just simple roadblocks, but you're going to make it to the other side. So those are the types of people that you need to hang around. If you're hanging around that person who has a negative outlook on entrepreneurship or personal career development, they're going to discourage you in every area that you're trying to move in, because again, they don't want to lose their friendship to you they don't want to lose you to your dream. So they're going to want to hold on to you as much as possible. So how can you actually move past these negative friendships? Because I definitely want to be able to show you what it looks like, and then give you some tips and some tools to get past it. Well, first, you want to be honest. You want to be honest with yourself, and you want to actually look at these relationships and say, when I walk away from this relationship, or when I'm dealing with this person, where are we connecting? Are we connecting on a positive level, or are we connecting on a negative level? Because that's going to be the litmus test as to whether or not this is a relationship that you should continue on. So definitely be honest with yourself, and also be open to change. Be open to the change that you need to see in your life, which means that you may have to let that person go. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just means you love you more, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to love us more than we love the situation, because at the end of the day, this is your journey, this is your life, and you have to answer for the choices that you've made in this lifetime. So do you want to spend your wheels turning and not really tapping into your purpose all your life, and just wondering why you're here and why you exist? Or do you actually want to start flowing in your God-given zone of genius? So be honest, and then be open to the change that you want to see. Next, I would urge you to check the temperature of your friendships. Checking the temperature of your friendships, meaning how valuable are your relationships? How valuable is it something that can be worked through? Only you will be able to know this. Is this person someone that if you told them what you were getting ready to do, would they be on board with it, to say, you know what, you're right, I need to change too? So check the temperature of your friendships so that you know exactly how to move about, okay? And then the last thing that I want to say is, be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and standing firm on your decision, because guess what? It's never an easy thing to cut someone off, and it's never going to feel good when you're growing in a different, more positive direction. The end result will be good, the process won't feel good. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys understand what it is I'm trying to say. And if you have any questions or comments about this segment of the show, please feel free to put the comments in the comment section, and I will be sure to answer them on my next video. And if I don't answer it on my next video, then I'll definitely answer it inside of the comment section. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I look forward to joining you next week. Bye.